Welcome to the final round. We won the die roll and we are playing a sweet Delirium deck. That hand is lacking a land, unfortunately. Yeah, just one more land would have been fine because I would have been able to play the Quilled Wolf, sacrifice that, get more lands, but unfortunately I will have to mulligan this. Ah, I cannot keep that either, I think. Maybe I should. I don't think... The thing is, that hand is awful, but I don't think I can actually win on the play if I mulligan to 5. So I think I will keep it. And... yeah, pray. Because I don't think there's any other way out of this game. Jesus, no land into 6 land, that was really bad. Against the more aggressive player ever. Alright, yeah, I think at least it's gonna be short and painless. Well, the Graph Mole was a solid top deck. Yeah. Alright. Had I known that my opponent was playing a very aggressive deck, I might not have kept that, but like I think if you mulligan to 5 on the play, you are 3 cards behind, and I don't think it's possible to win. So yeah, that was my reasoning behind keeping that. And I was like, well, if I draw a few creatures, I can curve out, and then ever after later on, I might just win the game. But by mulling to 5, I did not think that I had chances to actually win, so... Alright, and we might actually still win this game, because the opponent seems to be missing land drop, and we are currently racing him or her. I could have kept my 2 creatures back to double block that, I guess. Not sure how good this would have been. And since they are missing land drop, I think I might just fight back and try to raise them actually, even though they are supposed to be the aggressor, I would assume. Good news is that in general my deck has a lot of cheap spell, quite a lot of 1-drop, quite a lot of 2-drop, and I can fight aggressive and werewolf deck pretty efficiently, I think, but this might not be true right here, I guess we'll see. If I somehow top deck a Vessel of Nascency into a 1-world Mysteries, so the enchantment that works with a clue, that could be good. My opponent deck is definitely extremely aggressive, given what I've seen. Please no land, please no land. Ooh, Farbog Revenant, that's sweet. I think... Yeah, I think I'll attack with only that, and if my opponent wants to discard a card to be able to attack with his thing and then take 1 from the Revenant and let me gain 1, I'm fine with that actually. And if they don't have anything, I'm fine double blocking, and if they have any sort of trick or stuff like that, I can ever after on my next turn. So it's not the end of the world, but I don't want to take too many damages. Maybe I should be playing more aggressively, but even though my opponent is missing land drop, it just feels like I'm the guy who should worry about his life total right now. It's obviously fairly bad if my opponent just discard the 4/1 Madness Vampire that grows when he hits player. But actually it would not even be the end of the world if they have that, so I guess we'll see. But again, in general, I think my deck is not... It's pretty decently positioned against an aggressive beatdown deck. Alright, and they will tap something. Maybe with Madness, maybe without Madness. It could be a Fiery Temper, a Dauntless Scatter, and putting a token. Alright, that's actually fine. Moldgraph Scavenger. Alright, that's not too bad. I think I'm attacking with those now, and again, my opponent could tap my Scavenger to be able to attack with that, but like, if they do so, it's fine. Can I please attack? I think I've clicked on F2 at least 5 times now. Is my keyboard not working? No? Alright. MTGO is just extremely slow for some reasons. I guess I might as well play my land. Don't think I lose much by doing that. It's kinda... yeah, it's a shame that I don't have Delirium, but there's not a lot I can do about that. Again, I don't mind making some risky block and having my creature die to some pump spell because I have Ever After. And I don't mind keeping one thing back so I force my opponent to discard a card each turn. Like, it's fine. Alright, Fiery Temper is pretty good though, I'm not gonna lie. But again, there's not much I can do to prevent that. So they got the Stranger, and they tap the Mole, the Graph Dude, and I go down to 9. Then I attack them down to 10, and I go back to 10. Barring some other 2-drop. Yeah. My opponent deck is the most aggressive possible deck. If I draw a Vessel of Nascency, and I can enable my Ever After and my my Delirium, that'd be awesome. I just hope that I don't draw a 7th land. That'd be really, really bad. And this thing is flipping back because my opponent just played 2 spell, which I did not really expect. I didn't. Yeah, after they played the Fiery Temper, I was like, well, they will not play anything else, but apparently they did, and I can definitely appreciate that. And now, I'm probably just attacking with the Revenant, honestly. I don't think I want to Ever After only for the Stranger. It might be right to do so. Sounds fairly weak though. So I guess I tap this, and then I block that and take 2. Yeah, I'm fine with that. I just pray that I don't draw many more lands, because after mulliganing on the play, even though my opponent missed some land drop, yeah, my draw was still fairly weak. A reason to Ever After would have been to make this unable to flip back, but it doesn't change too much. And they are discarding a card each turn if they want to attack, which I'm fine with. Alright. Tapping my Mole, sure. Discarding a Harvest Hand. Again, it's annoying. I would be happier not taking any damage, but I don't think that I have much better plays. Alright, sure. So this will flip back. Yeah, my opponent deck is just a bunch of of aggressive creatures. I think this should be a decent matchup for me most of the time. But again, I haven't been drawing so well. I guess this is swinging. Yeah. I think I will lose that though. Unfortunately. Yeah. Maybe I should have mulliganed again. I mean, I did not draw too bad after that, but the Mole was pretty solid. Yeah, that's a pretty weird game. So I guess they can tap the Mole, but then they don't really have any good attack. Like, not really. I guess if they have some more burn spell and pump spell, they can kill me, but there's just not too much I can do about that. Yeah. Yeah, again, not a lot of things I can do about that. So I guess they are tapping the Stallion or the Mole. Right, sure. I mean, I'd rather block with the Stallion than with the Mole. Ooh, they got the Delirium of the discarding. Yeah, that's pretty bad. Yeah, that's gonna make the game even harder for me to win here. And they attack with everything. I think I will block that, because if they don't play a spell, I don't really want that to flip back. I know it makes the unruly mobs bigger, but not too much I can do. And here it's 4 damage, so I guess if they have a few pump spell, I just die. But yeah, I don't think there's anything I can do, or that I could have done early on to prevent that from happening. Yeah. If I draw something else than a land, I might come. Yeah, honestly, I don't think there are scenarios in which I end up winning this game, but you never know. You never know. A Geist, another flyer. Jesus Christ! Yeah, definitely not beating that. Especially not with a Scavenger. Alright, well that's gonna be game. I guess I can attack. I go back to 5. I take 5 from the flyer. No, never mind. Yeah. Again, and Moldgraf Scavenger are amazing against this cheap aggressive deck, so I think in general this should not be the worst matchup, but yeah, I kinda get tossed on my neck here. I think I could use Grotesque Mutation in the sideboard to gain a bit of life. Probably don't want both though. Ooh, what happened? Yeah, I don't want to resolve. Other than that, Ever After is quite a lot of mana, but pretty solid. Yeah, I have 2 Gargoyle, 2 Scavenger. Like, I'm really well defended against aggressive deck. I think Censor is good in this matchup. Vigilance can be quite important against aggressive deck. I think what I should cut is maybe the no, I don't think so. Bloodswarm seems pretty bad. Something that cannot block cannot be good in this matchup. So yeah, that's gonna be my choice here. Alright. Again, I'm not a specialist of the set or anything like that, but I think when I look at my deck and what my opponent played, I think I should have a solid matchup, because I just have a lot of early defenses. I have some things that my opponent cannot beat, like Mole plus Mysteries. I have some way to gain life back, and if the game goes longer, my creature are just gonna grow bigger than my opponent's creature. If they have a lot of flyers, that could be an issue. That could be an issue, but other than that, I think this is a decent matchup for me. As they just mulled to 6. Alright, and my hand is fine. They kept 6 and are deciding... Alright, put a card on top, fine. Definitely happy about Grotesque Mutation in this matchup. And they have the turn 1, but it's a Neonate. Yeah, my opponent deck is so aggressive, that's crazy. Putting the Gargoyle doesn't help too much because this thing has Menace. I guess they could, yeah, actually playing the Gargoyle is slightly better because they could play the 1/2 Wolf with Ace during the turn, so there is that. Yeah. Maybe I should have worried about this. Yeah, my opponent deck is like extremely aggressive. Which is the deck that just won GP Barcelona was extremely aggressive too, so I guess there is that. I don't mind that too much, like, that's pretty good, but it sounds beatable too. Don't really want to trade my Mole for that thing, so I think I will just equip and pass the turn. And if they want a Fiery Temper and attack, well, that's annoying, but there's just nothing I can do about that. So if they have the Fiery Temper once again, yeah, annoying. But here I'm happy trading if they allow that. And they did. Alright, that's great. Well, I did not expected this turn to go as well as it did. Alright, sweet. What? Oh, it's the okay. It's already their main phase. I was a bit like I thought it was the end of the turn, so I was like, what the heck is happening? An instant whole pack wolf. Should I play Sage or just equip, attack, and keep mutation available? This would be a 3-3. Don't really want to trade it for the wolf though. I think I will just equip and keep mutation available. Yeah, that seems fine. Because they cannot attack. If I block, most of the things that could get me are +2/+2. So the mutation protects me from that, and they will just concede because their draw was pretty bad, I guess. They mulled to 6 and ended up having something quite slow. Again, with 2 Gargoyle and 2 Scavenger and all my 1 and 2 drop, I think this matchup should be good. But I think I've said that at least 5 times, so maybe I should just stop. Skeleton could be actually decent in this matchup, now that I'm thinking about it. Maybe Call off the Bloodline? Probably not, though. Gloom seems kinda slow. That card is like really strong, and once it's on the battlefield they might have... I guess they probably have Pump Spell, so it's even not a great blocker, and I cannot really afford to play that and do nothing on turn 3, so I think I should cut it. Skeleton can block some things, provide me with an infinite chump blocker if needed. Yeah, I think it's slightly more important. And look at that, I have 6 1-drop and 6 2-drop, so... I should not die too early, at least I don't think so. Alright. Well, there's no 1-drop, but that seems good enough. Will not mulligan that. As my opponent does have a 1-drop as each game so far. Alright, that's pretty good for them, I guess. Well, sure. A Drifter and an attack for 1, I guess. Good news is that I will be playing good blocker each turn from now on. So, and Rabbit Bite was a very good top deck, because next turn I can play my Courier. After that I can Moldraff Scavenger plus Rabbit Bite, and that seems very sweet. Ooh, Quilled Wolf. That's good, because if they have a removal for the Courier, I can play Quilled Wolf plus Rabbit Bite next turn. And I should also end up with a decent amount of different types in my graveyard, at least sorcery and creature quite soon. So hopefully those Scavenger will grow. And Censor, again, I think it's quite good in this matchup. An attack with everything. I think I will actually block like this, because this could become much more threatening in the later game. I don't have much deal with flyers. It's slightly... I mean, it's pretty bad if they have a +2/+2 trick, actually. But dealing with a potential flyer, I think is quite important in this matchup. Alright, what is up next, Mr. Quack? I'm at 18, that's a respectable... Ooh, the mole! Don't mind that. Alright, sweet. I kinda wanna play it and have the ability to sacrifice a clue. I will not Rabbit Bite when they could have Fiery Temper. Seems pretty bad. So I think I'll just play 2 Scavenger. And if my opponent wants to tap 1 Scavenger, killing the wolf with Fiery Temper end of turn, it's fine. I still have a blocker, so don't mind if they do that. And now I do have an army of blockers. That's sweet. Village Messenger, sure. Don't really care about that too much. Ever After, that's not bad. So I guess at that point... So I could Rabbit Bite, I don't think there's much that could get me for 1. But I don't think there's anything I really needed to deal with, so I think I'll just equip the Censor on a Scavenger and attack with it. And the wolf maybe too? My opponent might just tap my scavenger, I guess. The thing is, if I attack with both, then I can tap this one. No, I think I'll just attack with one. I think if this game goes long, I'm gonna win, so I might as well play not too aggressively. Alright. What? Oh, okay. Well, I don't really mind that, especially since I'm not really close to having the delirium. What do I want to get rid of? Probably not the 1/1, I don't care about that. I'm gonna be able to play at least one spell each turn during the next 3 turns. The Constable is slightly annoying, but yeah, I think I'll just get rid of the wolf. I mean the fox. Yeah. And take as little damage as possible. Yeah, sounds fine. My opponent is again missing land drop, but I would assume that they are playing maybe a 16 or 15 land deck, given what they've played and their curve. Dauntless Qatar is fine. I don't care about that thing too much. I can just block it with my scavenger forever. Alright, drawing black was good. At this point I'm probably playing the mole and sacrificing my clue and gaining my life. Yeah. Sounds good, sounds good. Ooh, harvest end, alright. So I can make this have 5 toughness. Vessel is good. Alright, yeah, that sounds really good. Now, if I want to equip the sensor and rabbit bite, I cannot use vessel. So let's say I equip this here. Well, don't really want my opponent to get the sides, I guess. On the other hand, I don't really want to stand there and do nothing. Don't really want them to block with everything. I think just staying there and not doing anything is not gonna end up being that great for me. And if I want to pay to put a token, then pay 2 more to equip and start attacking, I'm fine. I'm at 21, so I think I will make this fight happen. I mean, it's not. Ooh, no, I don't want to sacrifice that actually. Equip the mole and swing in with this, and that's all. I don't really want to trade my Quilled Wolf for a Harvest hand. That sounds pretty poor. And now I just have a big, not big, but I have a solid attacker that can just beat down each turn. So I think I like my chances. And I already have 2 creatures in the graveyard for Ever After, so sounds good, sounds good. Just need 1 more land. So they got the spirit. Yeah, my opponent curve is like extremely low. Sure. So I guess my opponent could block with everything next turn. Ooh, Traben Gargoyle, not bad. I think I'll sacrifice that first and see what I get. Ooh, definitely picking the Mysteries. I don't think my opponent can ever beat that card. And this enables Scavenge. Ooh, sweet. That should be awesome. Definitely don't want to trade the mole now that I do have the Mysteries. So I will not attack with that. Think I can afford to attack with the Scavenger though. Let's say I attack with the Scavenger. Then they tap my mole, they swing back. Yeah. I don't think my opponent can do anything threatening there. And if any of my creature die, I can just yeah, that card is just too good with the mole. I think it pretty much destroys any aggressive deck. And my opponent draw was, I don't know. I mean, they missed some land drop, but their curve seems so low that I'm not sure it actually mattered too much. So I guess we'll see. If I'm trading that for a bunch of things, yeah, that's great. That's great. I'm extremely happy with that. Think I'll get rid of the 2/1/1 and leave them with their harvest hand. That's a great trade. When I have mysteries, I'm willing. Like, I would be happy if any of my creature died. When I have this and the stupid mole. That thing is just straight up dumb. And even if my opponent does have the removal for the mole, which I would assume they might have, given how they played, I can ever after it, unless it's remove target creature from the game. Alright, Apothecary Geist. Fine. Don't mind that too much. So they do have 5 power of blockers there. So attacking with the mole sounds pretty bad to me. Alright, sure. And I drew my second black. So if I attack with the wolf and I block that with the hand, I have to pump my wolf. That sounds slightly weak, honestly. Or I could just let the trade happen and then I have another clue. I would not mind that, actually. And if they block with the guys, I'm happy to pump, and I just don't want that to die, even though I have the Ever After. Yeah, I could just Ever After. Yeah, my opponent just conceded. Yeah. Alright. I'm not even surprised, because their draw was, I don't know if it was probably not good. I think they still need more lands than they got here, even though they have a low curve. But remember that Graph Mole and Mysteries is just amazing. So that was the draft. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, feel free to leave a like or subscribe. And hopefully I'll see you guys soon for another one. Thank you for watching.